field work. And as I mentioned earlier, field work was developed especially by the historical particularist like Franz Boas and his disciple or student Margaret Mead. And the idea behind field work is, and this makes so much sense, and this is how science is supposed to work, where you go out and you observe the world or people or cultures, then you come back and you form your hypothesis. You don't make your hypothesis first and then try to go out and corroborate it. First, you observe the world, and then you try to come up with ideas. Why are things occurring the way they're occurring? And then you form tests to figure out if your hypothesis is true or not. Then you can go out and test that with the cultures that you're observing. And so field work becomes really crucial keeping cultural anthropology a science, even though, like I said, it's considered a soft science as opposed to the hard sciences like chemistry and biology, geology. But being a science, it needs to have sort of that professional aloofness or detachment where you have to kind of check your own biases and presuppositions at the door if you hope to have an untainted, successful scientific experiment. So first you start by observing, then after you've made observations, you come up with hypotheses, which is like an educated guess of why things are happening the way they are. Then you test that hypothesis. If your test is refuted, you go back and you create a new hypothesis, and then you test that. And you keep going through that process until your hypothesis is confirmed. If your hypothesis is confirmed, you strengthen it to a theory. Then you go through the same process. You test the theory. If the test is refuted, you go back and you rework your theory. And you keep doing that until the theory is confirmed 100% of the time, and that's how we get a scientific fact. Now, theoretically, there are no scientific facts. Even though we have things called like the first and second laws of thermodynamics, those are still just really strong theories. Even gravity is just a theory. And I don't mean to belittle it by saying just a theory, but it's not, we don't know that it will hold true tomorrow. Things could change tomorrow. But as far as we know today, gravity holds strong, and I would not test that theory by stepping off a bridge or a building. I mean, it's a very strong theory. It's not just like someone's guess or opinion.